Hi, good morning. My name is Ricardo, and I will introduce you to the Auckland Prime Time. First of the, we're going to talk about what is. Okay, uh, what is? It is a lesion of the ligament that is of the passive structure that protect the joint and joint one bone to another. These are susceptible to exercise stretching at the end of the joint range in a sudden and uncontrolled by be the point in a sprained ankle. The ligaments allow their normal architecture become lax to elastic and lose enough tension to establish the joint. One or more of the fibers that compose them are affected depending of the degree of the injury. Ankle sprain are common classified into three grades. Grade one mild is distension without rupture, mild swelling, and or pain, the most common. Grade two moderate implies partial. And grade 3 severe implies complete poor and usually accompanied with joint dislocation require surgical intervention. It should be not an ankle sprain, the injury of the ligament of the external part is more frequent, especially the anterior peroneal facility is usually the most affected to the posterior peroneocalcáneo and peroneotalar fasciculi. Mm, are also they often undergo significant mechanism sensitivity chance depending of the degree of injury versus sprain of internal lateral ligament or deltoid ligament. Mm, it should be now that I got initial assessment and subsequent training from the of the first prime we suffer will prevent a future relapse and that the process might become chronic and suffer joint instability in the future. The succession of site treatment of Ackland spine will complete with the following recommendation: big orient type and codified according to each patent. Is control pain, decrease edema, the guide for joint mobility. Um, the treatment on this object has been achieved. We must pay close attention to make and the shortness structure of the lower limb and spine more flexible, strengthen the stabilization muscle of the ankle wall, and the procession fears in landing and then in partial and total load so that the return to the activities of daily life and sport practice is fully satisfactory. mm, having recovered or unclean mm, without the need for any type of bandage or alternate element anklet. Um, for this recovery process, trotting in water and swimming pools is very interesting, reducing the load on the joint and being able to carry the recovery with greater safety and efficiency. Okay, in fast, one of treatment include resting and protecting the ankle to allow healing, um, prevent further injury, and control pain and inflammation. Rest protection, brace, bandage, spleen, or crutches, and control of inflammation, ice compression, elevation. Early weighing bearing as tolerate too fast um, pains on of the treatment of pain and inflammation has subsided to the point where the athlete can comfortably wear when and walk from place to place. Reduce residual inflammation, restore flexibility and range of the joints. There are three string, while emphasis on fibula and calci fibula strengthening exercise and calf strengthening exercise. Some log impact aerobic time, mention general physical condition, through five of treatment focuses on the restoring of ankle proprioception, balance and position awareness, as well as agility and coordination. Restoring proprioception, she exercises proprioception, restoring agility or coordination. Uh, 4 5 of treatment athletes transition back their sport to what is now a functional progression or sport like immobiliary running. Athletes can progress from jogging or running and stretching on applied surface to sprint. Functional procession, jogging, running, sprinting, cutting, and jumping sport specific skills. 5. In 5. Chocolate has completed the functional program and should be ready to return to practice, gradual return to practice and competition, long-term maintenance protection exercise. Exercise that use fibula strengthening exercise is which use elastic tube can help regain strength in the leg and calf muscle. Hold the elastic tube securely the inch back to the tube around the front of the left. Pull the thigh to the left with the front of your foot, keeping the rest of your foot in place. Repeat step one through three, even when the front, right pulling the tube to the right. Calf stretching exercise can be done by lifting the balls of your feet with or without added weighting and lifting the balls of your feet on the edge of a step. Stand with your toes and slip way and hold on to line to stay sharp. Keep your knees lifting, bend gently lower your health, and then slowly feed your health by pushing off your feet, representing step 1 through 3. Exercise of propulsion.